Good morning, my name is Chidi Ikenna Amobi. I am welcoming you to this program titled Wrong Dimension to Prayers. Maybe you think why God doesn't answer your prayers, or you think your prayers have not been answered after several times, after praying for a long time. You think God is not answering your prayers. I am here with a good news for you, because I am here to tell you to understand the way you pray and how you pray. You know, what you believe in, who you are believing in, who you are trying to make sure, who you want your prayers to be answered through. You know, who you believe they can pray for you and God will answer your prayers. You know, so that's this morning we are here to discuss wrong dimension to prayers, why your prayers not been answered by God. Number one is this: do you believe, number one, that God will answer your prayers? That is number one. Number one, do you believe that if you make your prayers to God that He will answer? Do you believe that God is the author and finisher of your faith? Do you believe that without God nothing is possible at all for you? You know, do you believe in God? Do you sincerely and faithfully believe that God can answer your prayers? Then if you believe that He will answer your prayers, number one is that pray and believe that He has answered it. Pray and work towards it. Pray and have the faith that that thing you wanted, if you're looking for a child, you want God to give you a child, and you believe that if I pray, after giving myself this prayer, after all this prayer, I believe that God will answer me. Then when you pray, just believe within you that you've been answered by God, that God has given you a child. Then keep calling that your child a name. Keep giving that child a name. Keep talking to the child in the womb. You know, once you do what you have to do mid-year, just keep calling that child a name. Give him a name. You know, once you give him a name, believe that it is done. You know, walk towards it. Don't even have negative feelings. Even in between the line, you'll be thinking some persons will be discouraging you. One thing or the other will be discouraging you. Does it really work? Is it working? This night just did. Is it really working at something? Believe it, and it must come to pass. That is one thing you should know. Even at the most how do I put it? Even at that point that you think that what you said is never, you can't believe it. Just believe that God has answered your prayers and work towards it, and you see everything coming to your favor. That is one of the secrets most Christians don't know. Then we believe that when we go to pastors, anytime we have issues, we must go to pastors. It's good to see you a man of God. It's good to see you a pastor. It's good to see him. It's good for him or her to make prayers for you. But number one is this: you need to believe that whatever this man of God is going to do for me, whatever prayer he's going to make for me on my behalf, that God will answer it, that God will listen to it and answer it. You know what I'm saying? So you need to believe that God will answer your prayer first of all before you go into it and make your prayers. Then believe it has been answered, and you will see it come to reality. Then number two is we have this challenge. Most Christians have these problems. Have this would I call it problem or challenge? Would I call it this perception? There's a way we understand God, and there's a way we believe God to work for us. Somebody will not be doing anything at home. You don't work. You don't try to engage yourself in one thing or the other, and you want God to fix you somewhere. It's good, God can do it, you know. But I sincerely suggest that you start something doing. You start something. Get yourself doing something. Get your brain, get your mind off to something. Keep being busy. Get to do something, and God will, in that particular thing you're doing, He will bless you through it. You know, because most people go to church, and they go to church and believe that every morning you pray, just believe God, I need 10 million, I need 50 billion, I need 70 billion dollars and all that, and it will be done. It's fine, God can do it. I'm not disputing it at all. It depends on your faith, and He depends on, He said, him who I want to make rich, I want to make rich. Neither of him that runneth or willeth, but that showeth mercy. So he can do anything anytime he wants to do it. But one thing is you need to start doing something. You need to get yourself busy. Keep doing something. Keep working. If you are schooling, if you are working, just be busy. When you're praying, when you're sending your prayers to God, believing in that thing you're doing that He will answer you, then He must answer you. Not when you are in the home, every morning you are in the home, afternoon you are in the home, at night you are in the home doing nothing, thinking nothing. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between that you are jobless and you don't even want to do anything at all. You know, keep doing something, then believe that God will answer you. Most people get frustrated and they depend on the man of God, you know, trying to make man of God a liar, that he says you must prosper, and at the end of the day they did not prosper. That so and so thing will happen on so and so day, and on that day it did not happen, or that period did not happen. Did you work towards it? Did you really give your time to that thing? Did you work? Well, let me give you an instance. When Jesus Christ when he came to the people, to the fishermen, he said to them, "If they don't catch fish, they don't catch fish at all." So they were like, they don't catch fish, you know. So they said to them, "Cast in your net again in the water." And when they did it, a lot of fishes came on board, and they were able to get some good fish, you know what I'm saying. So because they were there at the water line, they were there at the water, you know. Had it been they were playing football, maybe in one field or the other, would he tell them to cast in their net? No. So God needs to meet you at the point of your need. That point you're working, that point you're believing that God will meet you, that is where He meets you. But keep doing something, and God will always answer your prayers. The number 3 is this: believe that you must see challenges on the way. You must see some problems on the way. You must see some things that you may never have seen. You know, when you make prayers on your way, you'll be hearing some negative things. Don't believe it. You know, if you believe in God, believe in God. If you don't believe in God, I'm sorry, but if you believe in God, believe that God is going to do everything. You say, if you have faith, you can say to this mountain, move from this place to yonder, and it must be so, and He will do it. He has done greater ones than that. He turned water into wine. He's done great things, more than what you are thinking. Your challenges, your problems is not even enough for Him to handle. It's even so little for Him to handle. Just by winking of His eyes, your problems are solved, you know. So just believe in God. Make Him your creator, make Him your father, making your mother, making you your number one, that without Him you cannot do anything. And you see God in action working for you. It's not about the church you attend. It's not about it's not about where you go, but it's about what you believe in and how you work it. The church is the house of God, where you go and talk with God. But faith, you say, work without faith is dead. If you're working and you don't have the faith without work is dead. If you're having faith and you don't work, I'm sorry. So this day I believe I've really said something useful to you, to how to develop your faith to talk to God, and the wrong way you pray that you think God doesn't answer you. If you make prayers this morning and in the afternoon you are disbelieving in the powers of God and what God can do, there's no way He can answer you. And that's why most people don't get what they wanted from God, and they think as if the man of God who gave them the prophecy or the vision or the prayers is not real, is not working. What are you doing on your own? What have you done? Keep working, and God will always work for you. Thank you, and remain blessed. If what I said is useful, subscribe to our channel and comment below. My name is Chidi Ikenna Amobi, your brother. Thank you very much.